Right. Good day, everyone. Good day, leaders. I'd like to confirm if I'm being heard, please. Thank you. Good day, Leader Paul. Good day, Beth. Thank you, Zandre. Thank you, Leader Zandre. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good day, Leader Sarah. Good day, Leader Eliter. And good day to everyone on the call. Thank you once again for joining today's masterclass. I really do appreciate everyone joining in today. Leaders, we have been on a 17-week journey, and it's been amazing. Your consistency in joining the masterclass every Wednesday by 12 noon is highly appreciated. It shows your level of commitment to the work we are doing in IEDF. And once again, I want to say a beautiful good afternoon, and hope you're all doing well in your various countries and in your offices. Today's class is very critical, and I want to quickly share an apology from our Deputy President, Leader Chantel, who is unavoidably absent from today's meeting. She sends her love and blessings as I will be speaking on her behalf today. Thank you so much, leaders, and then let us pray. Let us pray, leaders. Lord, we are grateful. We thank you for bringing us together from different nations, different communities, and different walks of life. We thank God. Thank you, Lord, for every person here carries purpose. Lord, we thank you and we ask for clarity. We ask for clarity of vision. We ask for clarity of our calling and clarity of action. Give us the courage to lead where others hesitate. Give us the discipline to act where others delay. And give us the heart to serve our communities. Let's do this and let's be well informed in this masterclass and let the transformation begin in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you, leaders. I like to get some thumbs up to be sure that everyone is with me and you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you, Leader Agnes. Thank you, Leader Simon. All right, leaders, as we know in IEDF and in the masterclass we have been running, where this is the final teaching. The next session, which will be next week, will be a session where we'll be hearing from our president on the call to actions. So leaders, thank you for being in this journey with us in the leadership sector. I'm sure you have really learned a lot. And when we move to the CDC, we will be sharing many lessons learned. But today, I like to ask for our WIFO leaders. Let us know in this room, why are you here? And how does Vision 2030 connect to your life's purpose? Leaders, I know that many times when I call for WIFO, you do not unmute and speak. But today, I really would love you leaders to engage. I want to know, many of you have been attending these master classes from maybe the first or the second or the third week. However, you've gained quite a lot. So I like to ask two of our leaders today, and these are leaders I'm seeing on my screen who I'll be calling upon. Please, leaders, let's feel free to share. Why are you here? All that we have been teaching in this masterclass, does it connect to your purpose? Does it connect to your call? We'd like to hear from you. I'll be very grateful if Leader Susan can unmute her mic. Leader Susan, I love the smile on your picture. So if you can unmute your mic and share with us your WIFO leader. Leader Susan, can you unmute your mic?
Good day, leaders.
Good day.
Thank you. My wife for being in this is because I realize that we are trying to elevate poverty by doing it. Therefore, is if only I'm trying to dry fruits and vegetables to make some powder so that as the community grow, we can have something nourishing emergency that came from what we are selling or what we are producing on our farm. So that's why I'm here, so that I can learn more and understand how to go forward with everything. Thank you, Leader Mary.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Leader Susan. That's amazing. And that's such an amazing project. We look forward to you sharing with us on that project and how that project can really form an amazing CDC program in your community. Amazing. Let me go to another leader on the call. Leader Pretty. I like that name. Leader Pretty. Can you unmute your mic and share with us your WIFO? Your video is on, but we need to hear from you. Leader Pretty, are you there? Are you still there? All right. Can we speak to Leader Lebohang? Leader Lebohang, is it possible you can share with us your WIFO quickly? All right. I don't want us to take time on WIFO, but it's really nice when we hear from one another at this point, because it just shows that you connect with what we're doing and you believe, and it's part of your calling. I would like to call Leader Musa. Leader Musa, can you unmute your mic and share with us your WIFO? Why are you here? And how does Vision 2030 connect to your life's purpose? Leader Musa? Can you hear me? Most leaders don't like to talk. Does any leader want to share with us? Feel free. This is almost like our last session before our GP will address us. Yes, there's a raise of hand. Bev, can you go ahead, please?
Okay. Yes. Good morning. Good morning, Leader Mary, and good morning, fellow leaders and our prayers. Yes, my white for, as I've mentioned before, is very much the look, listen, and learn. Leader Mary mentioned in her opening prayer the need for clarity. I've thoroughly enjoyed the masterclass. I look forward to every Wednesday, and I'm always seeking clarity. I do believe that, you know, after going through the book and attending all of the classes, I certainly do still have areas where I'm a little bit in need of some clarity, and I'm hoping to get that. Apart from that, the other reason for the why for is because I believe in what the IEDF is doing. I believe in the vision, and I'm very keen to get going, to be able to collaborate with other people, definitely within the CDC areas. And I just think that we should, every week when we attend these meetings, when called for your why for, don't be scared. Open your mouth and say why you're here. There's a reason why we're all here. Say
Absolutely.
so. Thank you, Leader Mary.
Thank you, Beverly. Absolutely. There's a reason why you're here. Yes, Leader Musa wants to speak now. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Good morning.
Musa, your hand is up.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. Good day. Yes, I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Okay, this is
Yes.
from South Africa. I'm doing crop. Basically, I want to see myself in 2030 as a successful young woman. And also, I'm still connected. Ne? I'm audible. Hello?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay. Again, I'm a student. I'll be graduating sooner as a student. I saw that the renewable sector is not on, or is not on the list in South Africa. So I just want to check if ever the renewable energy is it going to be considered as a sector in South Africa, because I think we are moving to renewable energy. So as young women, our team want to start our own cooperative, and our cooperative we want only women. who are going to take charge in renewable energy, because we know that most are male that are taking the space. So that we have been trained and in PV solar, but then there's still a gap. There's still a gap because we know that our so PR manufacturers is at China. They're from China, so we were looking for a space where we can manufacture PV solars, install them, and be recognized as young women when tenders come for young women or for installing in the farms, so that we can be recognized. So I don't know how are we going to be assisted in this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, leader. Amazing. And I think there is a space for you in the IEDF. We have the women leader in IEDF, the women's sector, and we would love for you to collaborate with that sector. After this masterclass, I'm not sure if this is your first masterclass, but after this masterclass, we'll be starting another session of masterclasses for leaders who did not start with us in the beginning. And these masterclasses are not going to end, all right? It's an information session, it's a build-up, it's a team building, global team building sessions where every leader is welcome to learn more. Leaders, if you will permit me, Leader Cynthia Oliphant, your hands are raised. A second before I go into the core training. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Leader Mary. To the young leader who's into renewable energy, we can talk after the masterclass, because I'm also into renewable energy as a woman.
Wow.
So yeah, let's collaborate.
Collaboration have started already. Yes, thank you. Collaboration have started already. Amazing. And leaders, that's one of the key things, the outcomes for this session. You get to hear more, and of course you see people who you will be collaborating with. So absolutely, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Leader Cynthia. So leaders, thank you for sharing your Wi-Fi, your Wi-Fi. You are not here by accident, and I'm sure you do know that. We are not here because we are here because we are builders. Leader who just spoke now wants to build more women, and that's it. In renewable energy, that is a space that we need more women. That is a space that, you know, there's quite a lot of competition and there's a monopoly. We are here because we are called. Every one of you are called. And I thank you, Beverly, because I believe that after today's session, you would have most of your questions answered. All right. We are here because the future requires us. The future requires us. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So the core truth. Today, I want to start with a simple, powerful truth about Vision 2030. You must have been hearing about Vision 2030 all through the masterclass sessions that we've been having for weeks now. It's not a dream, leaders. It's not just an idea, leaders. It's a system. We are building a lasting, formidable system. It is a system, leaders. Please take note, all right, to eradicate poverty. That's what we are here for. And you and I are contributors, are builders in this system. And every single goal, which I'm going to be highlighting today, within the Vision 2030 exists for one reason: to remove specifically the cause of poverty in our communities. In our communities. Now, leadership and governance, next slide. Leadership and governance, which is the root of transformation. Leaders, everything starts with leadership. Every societal change starts and ends with leadership. If you agree with me, you can give me a thumbs up on that. So let's begin at the foundation, leaders. Because if we get it wrong, everything falls. Remember, leaders, we've been having this masterclass for weeks now. What is really the foundation? Leader Bev says, I need clarity. I want everything to be clear to each and every one of us why we are doing what we are doing in the IEDF and why you are needed in the IEDF as a partner, as a leader to build with us to eradicate poverty. I'm going to be highlighting the first 3 goals when it comes to leadership. The first 3 goals. The first goal in IEDF to be able to eradicate poverty is building 10,000 transformational leaders. Now, these leaders are coming from all walks of life. These leaders are coming from different sectors, but we are building 10,000 transformational leaders in the educational system, in the creative system sector, in every economically sectors in Africa, for a start. We're building 100,000, our goals now. We're building 100,000 civil society structures. We are building 100,000 civil society structures. And leaders, we are building 1,000 traditional leaders. You are aware that Africa is rooted with culture. So poverty is not just about money, leaders. Poverty exists where there is no leadership. Poverty is not about money. It exists where there is no leadership. Because leaders, where leadership is absent, people operate alone. Remember, I said we're building a system. Every week, Wednesday Masterclass is already a system put in place to give you information of how you can contribute to building, to participating in these goals. So poverty is not just about money. Poverty exists where there is no leadership. People operate alone. There's no structure and there is no coordination, and therefore there's no process. But where leadership is present, like each and every one of you, people are organized. We are in this meeting because there is a leadership and we are all organized. Opportunities are created. All right, there is synergy, there's collaboration where people are organized. Then systems begin to function. That's what starts every initiative. It starts with leaders. And that's why the masterclasses are very important, because through the masterclass, we have one mind, one purpose, we understand what we want to do, and we go for it. So it all starts with leadership, because leadership turns potential into progress. The 10,000 transformational leaders we're building, these are the drivers of change. And that's you and I. We are the drivers of change. And together, we're not just going to make change, but lasting change. And we would have done something in our world. We're not just existing to make money, but we've done something in our world. We've become contributors to progress in our communities, in our country, and in Africa, and the world at large. So the 100,000 structures, these are the CDC. I like when Leader Beth said, through the CDC, she believes that she can do a lot in communities. Yes, the CDC, which is called the Community Development Committees. Now, these structures bring order in communities. It brings people together, like you and I. They create platforms where problems are not just ignored, leaders, but problems are solved together. And then we have 1,000 traditional leaders, which is one of our goals, because transformation in Africa must be rooted in culture. And when we root transformation to culture, then this transformation can be trusted. It must be aligned with the people. You're not just building transformation on the air. You are dealing with real people. So you need to work with the traditional leaders. Without leadership, poverty remains. But with leadership, transformation begins. So leaders, you are all leaders. And that's why we come every Wednesday. These programs are really important because it builds us to have the same mindset to approach our challenges in our communities. So what is our call to action in this particular 3 goals that I've just highlighted to you? If you are listening to me this afternoon It means that something inside you is saying, I must do something. That's why you're here. You're here because you believe that leadership instinct is in you and you are ready to do something. So I'm asking you today, step into leadership. I like what Leader Musa said. She had told us about renewable energy, and she wants to know she's stepping into leadership in that sector. Join the IEDF. She's already joined, I'm telling you, because that's why she's here. All right. And then, leaders, let's begin starting our CDC, our community development committees, where we bring people together of like mind and we begin to develop programs. Let the programs begin. We develop programs and we're able to start executing. Okay, I'm going to be talking about the CDC trainings at the end of the class. So do not wait to be chosen. You're already chosen. Decide to lead. Next slide, please. Economic empowerment, breaking the cycle of poverty. Now we have talked about leadership leaders. Beyond leadership, there must now be economic empowerment, breaking the cycle of poverty. Leaders, we're not just here to lead, we're leading people, and people need to be empowered. All right? Because leadership is not enough alone. Leadership alone is not enough. People need income. If you believe that, if you agree with me, you need to give me a thumbs up on that. People need income. People need true means of making money. That's why we are here. So the next goal for us in IEDF, not just on leadership, but we also want to build 1 million informal businesses. Listen, leaders, informal businesses is the simplest way to start generating income. You don't need to do high-level registration, high-level profiling. You just start from where you are. How many people in our communities have the resources to start building, and every big corporation you see today started informally. Okay, so we want to build 1 million informal businesses. Another goal, we want to build 1 million businesses connected through the marketplaces. We want to create markets for 1 million businesses in IEDF. And we do have the platforms to do so. So every one of us here, leaders, you've got your business. Can we collaborate? Can we build your businesses together? Can you invite more people so that these businesses in our communities can get visibility in other African countries? That's what we want to do. We want to get that connection through all our businesses in our various communities. Leaders, we want to build 1 million youths. We want our youths to be empowered. Let me explain this clearly. In every community, there are businesses. All right? I'm based in South Africa, and I've done businesses in a community called Soweto. That's more than a community. That's like another country of its own. And there's a lot of transaction taking place there every day. Now, these businesses must be visible in other countries. I'm talking about individuals doing businesses there. So leaders in your communities, businesses are taking place everywhere. There are skills, raw skills, leaders, raw skills in our communities. There are amazing potentials. Can you leaders begin to organize? Can you leaders begin to organize? When we organize together as CDCs, we begin to see businesses, we begin to identify skills, and we begin to identify potentials, especially within our youths. So everyone is trying to survive in our communities, and it's quite disconnected when you walk alone. All right. And that is why poverty continues. But when we now begin to build organized structures through our CDCs, we begin to solve research-based problems. I'm going to say that again. You begin to solve research-based problems, challenges that you and your team can identify in your community that this is what I need to do. Leaders, I tell you, many of our leaders in this in this masterclass, if I give you opportunity to speak, you'll be amazed at the challenges you have seen and how God has inspired you on what to do to make a change in those communities. And that's what the CDC is all about. So the CDC is not some far-fetched concept. It's just within us. You just start with 2 or 3 people. This is the challenges. This is what I think we can do. And before you know it, you're already having a formidable structure. All right. So when we organize businesses through our CDC and connect them through the marketplace, everything begins to change. And that's the opportunity that the IEDF is bringing when all of us come together to begin to build CDCs. Now, business trade starts between each other, opportunities are shared, and growth becomes possible. And then we focus on youth. For sustainability, we focus on youth, because if we do not empower the youth, we are building a future of unemployment. But when we empower them, we are building a future of entrepreneurship, income-breaking poverty, connection through multipliers of income. Youths are empowered and the future is secured. Leaders, this is what we are doing in IEDF. This is the goal. And if I were you, I know you have the materials, but please take down certain notes in this conversation today that strikes you. As I'm speaking, you are being inspired. There's something coming to you. Make sure you document. Any idea documented can definitely be referred to. You won't lose it. You will not lose it. So leaders, our call to action when it comes to the goal of 1 million informal businesses, 1 million business connected through the marketplace in IEDF, and 1 million youths empowered, here is our call to action. You are a business owner. You are a young person, someone who wants to create opportunity for others. Remember, for others, because that's why you're a leader. Not just creating opportunity for yourself. You are called to create opportunities for others. Join the IEDF economic movement. Register your business. Become part of a CDC. We want our communities to stop surviving, but through the CDC, let's start building. I'm going to give you an example quickly. In one of our CDCs in Kenya, leaders, if you are in some of our WhatsApp group, you must have seen what is going on. Our CDC in Kenya, which is the Creative CDC, they are building an amazing, formidable program for youth in the creative sector. They have partnered with the government of Kenya, the Film Commission in Kenya, to bring that opportunity because a CDC was created. They discovered what the challenges are with the youths, and they decided to start up something within themselves. They had their CDC structures in place. Now they are beginning to engage with stakeholders, and these are the things we're going to be talking about in the CDC trainings. And today, the government of the country, in partnership with this CDC, like you and I, right, are having this program in Kenya. Transformation has started. History is taking place in that country. Remember, this same program will be replicated in other countries where we've got the creative sector. Leaders, every sector in IEDF is important. There is no one sector that is greater than the other because all of these sectors come together to make up the economy of any nation. So, what sector do you want to join in today in IEDF? You are absolutely welcome, and you can begin to have your influence, have your voice in your community through the IEDF. So become a part of a CDC. Let's go to the next slide. Social impact and human development. Remember, I'm talking to you about leadership, which is the core bedrock. And then I'm talking to you about economic empowerment. These are the major focuses, agenda in the IEDF. Leadership, it all starts with leadership. Second, people need income. economic empowerment. We are building 1 million businesses. Please mute your mics. Thank you, leaders. And then now my next slide is social impact, leaders. Social impact and human development, which aims at restoring dignity in our community. So this is even getting deeper now. No matter how much your businesses, you're thriving as an individual, your social impact is very key, because everyone in our community requires to be treated rightly. So in our social impact, here is our goal. In our social impact, here is our goal. We are empowering women. We are empowering women. 1 million women empowered. We have a sector for women development. Do you know, in IEDF? We're empowering women. Leaders, you know what it is when you empower women. In every community, you can't leave the women out. Number 2, leaders, full inclusion of people with disabilities. Full inclusion. This is our agenda in IEDF. Full inclusion of persons with disability. They are part of the system. They are part of our economy. They must be empowered. They must be developed. 1 million people, we're giving 1 million people access to free education. 1 million people given access to free education. Leaders, this is our agenda in IEDF. So when you say, oh, what is it about this IEDF? What are we doing? Leaders, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing, and we're working with you to achieve this. So let me say this clearly. You cannot eradicate poverty if you exclude people, both women who are already carrying families, youths who are already full with a lot of potentials, and then, of course, people with disabilities who are often overlooked. We need to include them. And when people are excluded, poverty is increased. So when people are included, we've got, potentials activated. And that's where education comes in. Education is one of the most powerful tools we have, because without education, leaders, people don't see opportunities. So we want to partner with you in all the different sectors to begin to educate people in our communities on different skills. Education is quite encompassing, both soft skills and hard skills, in different aspects of the economy. We need to begin to train people. So bring up your ideas and let's begin to work together through your CDCs, okay? But with education, leaders, people gain confidence when you're educated. People gain confidence and people take actions because they know what to do, and we build people. So inclusion restores dignity, if you agree with me. Inclusion restores dignity. The fact that they are disabled doesn't mean that they don't have abilities. Education creates capacity and capability. Capability leads to income. That's why education is very important in the IEDF. So, leaders, here is our call to action. If you are passionate about people, which I know you are, because that is one of the biggest criteria for leadership, you got to be passionate about people. You have to be people-oriented, right? If you are passionate about people, let's join the social impact movement. Let's become part of the educational system. All of you leaders, you're all facilitators. I declare you all facilitators, all right? You are all facilitators. I declare you today all facilitators. So let's begin to, build educational systems in IEDF. Seriously. Let's empower others through our CDCs. Come up with educational program. Leaders, listen, we need more Africans to build technological appliances like cars, EV batteries. These are the informal sectors. We need more factories. We need more tailors. We need more fashion designers. We need more people in the beauty industry. We need to train them. We need more sportsmen. We need to train them. These are all informal businesses. These are all informal sectors. Education is key. Plug in, build a CDC, and start developing programs around your research in your community. Let's change lives, and let's start with our community, with your community. Let's go to the next slide. Now let's talk about sector development, building sustainable Africa. Leaders, remember, I started with leadership, which is the bedrock, leadership, which is the root of transformation, then economic empowerment, which is absolutely very key. People need to make money. Then I went to social impact. We need to go deeper and build dignities in our communities. We need to include the disabled people in the creative sector. We need to see more disabled people being empowered in the creative sector. People in all the sector. We need to see more disabled people. We need leaders who can build CDCs in the disabled communities, among the disabled people. Start thinking, leaders. There's so much work to be done. We need more people to be given education, whether informal or formal education, but mostly let's start with informal education. Let's start from somewhere, leaders. All right, begin to put your action plans down. Okay, now I am in sector development, building sustainable Africa. That is my next slide. Now we move to system to sustainable transformation. And that's our final goal for today. Today, I'm sharing with you the major goals in IEDF. All right. Sustainable Africa. Leaders, we now have different sectors in IEDF. I start with 1 million health and wellness entrepreneur. We want to build 1 million health and wellness entrepreneur, and that forms the health and wellness sector in IEDF. That's a sector in IEDF. Are you aligned to health and wellness? Please, there is a sector you must join. We want to build 1 million farmers. That's the agricultural sector in IEDF. Leaders, without food, you can do nothing. A hungry man is an angry man, Leader Beth. A hungry man, Leader Sarah. A hungry man is an angry man. We need food. We need food. We've got farms. Let's build farmers, leaders. We need food in Africa. There is no need for poverty when we've got vast lands. What are we talking about? Leaders, we need 100,000 creatives. They are here. Some of the leaders are here. They're doing amazing work, but I'm challenging you. There is still more work to be done. Okay? We need 100,000 creatives. Now, this is another sector. We need 10 million people reaching out through festivals. Festivals is what makes us align to each other's culture. There is a lot of alignment. There's a lot of stories, across different cultures. We need this festival. And you know what, leaders? It is through festivals that trading begins. When you go to festivals, we begin to trade with each other's clothing, our beads, and so much happens through festivals. Africa must connect with one another. I wish I was seeing each and every one of you. I just want to see your eyes as I'm talking to you now. Africa must connect with one another. Africa must connect. And the best way to connect is through festivals. So leaders, get ready. We are all going to meet in festivals. I'm going to see each and every one of you. We are meeting in festivals. Thank you so much for the emojis. Thank you. So these are pillars to eradicate poverty, leaders. These sectors are pillars to eradicate poverty. When farmers are empowered, people are fed, food prices are stabilized, and incomes are generated. Did you see one of our leaders who talked about her vegetable farm? We need more vegetable farms. We need more education in the agricultural sector across Africa through IEDF. Begin to think. So when a farmer is empowered, a community eats. Now let's talk about health. When people are healthy, they can work. The reason why you're all here today is because you are healthy, your family members are healthy. If anything is wrong with anyone in your family, I don't think you'll be here this afternoon. All right? So stability comes with good health. Do you believe that? Stability comes with good health. People can think when they are healthy, and they can build when they are healthy. Leaders, we need more health workers. We need more health programs across all our sector. So health education is absolutely key. Health and wellness and safety. A healthy community is a productive community. You better be putting these notes down. A healthy community, they are quite amazing quotes even for your businesses. A healthy community is a productive community. Let's talk about the creative sector. Remember, I'm sharing with you the different sectors we have in the IEDF. The creative sector. Africa is rich in talent. All right? When the creative sector is empowered, people earn. People earn. Some creatives were telling me today how you can earn so much just by being a social media influencer. And you are aware of that. That is the creative sector. You create jobs and you build the industry. Creativity becomes an economy through festivals. So when people gather, trade happens, tourism grows, unity becomes possible. So that's another sector. Are you young in this meeting today and you feel like you can align, your calling is in the creative sector? Join the creative sector today. Leader Bridget is here. All right? Join the creative sector today and let's begin to create African stories. Please, can you mute your mic, leader? Can you mute your mic, leader, please? There's a leader whose mic is on. Please mute your mic. Thank you. All right. So we begin to create an amazing economy. So now you see it clearly. Leaders, can you see? Can you see? Agriculture feeds the people. Leaders, can you see like I'm seeing? Agriculture feeds the people. Leaders, health creates strength. Health strengthens the people. Leaders, can you see? Creativity empowers the people. Leaders, can you see the different sectors we have and our goal in our EDF? Festival connects the people. So when people are fed, they are healthy, they're empowered, they are connected. Do you think poverty can survive? Absolutely not. All right. So leaders, within the sector, this is our call to action. Are you a farmer? Are you a health practitioner? I do know quite a lot of people who are health practitioners today in this call. Are you a creative leader? Are you a cultural leader? Africa needs you. Leaders, if you believe Africa needs you, let me see your thumbs up. Just a thumbs up, all of you, if you believe Africa needs you. Yes, Africa needs me. Let me also give my thumbs up. Africa needs me. Africa needs me. Where's my thumbs up now? Africa needs me. Yes, Africa needs me. Absolutely. Africa needs you, leaders. Join a sector today. Leader Bridget, I can see your hands are up. Please let me finish and then I'll give you opportunity if you want to speak. Thank you so much, leader. So Africa needs you, leaders. Join a sector. I've mentioned many sectors today. I've told you our goal in our EDF. It aligns with you and you can. It's a journey, leaders. Don't be pressured, okay? It's a journey. We're going to hold our hands together. Anywhere you don't need clarity, we'll come together, we'll give you more clarity, and we journey together in this race to build Africa. Bring your skills into the movement, leaders. Bring your skills, amazing skills. Bring your skills into the movement. Start your CDC. Join a CDC. If you can start one, join a CDC. Okay, collaborate with somebody in the room today. And leaders, we gotta build something that will outlive us. Please, leaders, we're not the ones complaining about our government. We are making changes through our CDC. And when our government see what we're doing, they'll come to us, and through us, they will learn the right way to lead. You know, the best way to correct people is not to tell them you are wrong. Just do the right thing. You do the right thing, and the correction, people will learn. People don't just learn from what you say, but they learn from what you do. So we are correcting the system by doing the right thing. So next slide, please. the system and how it all works together. So I'm going to be connecting all the dots together. Now, this is not random, leaders. It is a system. Remember, a system is a structure that you build and it begins to expand. And of course, it becomes formidable and it can be replicated anywhere. So leadership builds people. That's what we're doing. Economy creates income. We're putting the system together now. Social impact develops the people, the sector, the different sectors we have in the IEDF sustains, the sector then sustains the system. And that's the engine. The engine of all of this is the CDC. The CDC is the action structure in IEDF. We need to action all these things through our CDC. The creative sector is already starting. The leadership sector, I'm already doing my call by training and doing so much more with all our leaders. I'm collaborating with all of the leaders I have, I've had the opportunity, to work with. And we're building several programs across Africa through our CDC. All right. Now, what is our framework? If you've been joining the masterclass, you must have been hearing of CITASA, where we call, we train, all right? We send, we give accountability. That is CITASA. And of course, you must have also been hearing of the Visera. I wish I could do an exam. I wish I could give you an exam, and I want to hear you. Maybe on my last day for this cohort, I will give you exam, leaders. Let me know who knows what Visera is and who knows what CITASA. I've been training you for weeks now. All right. So, but that's our framework, leaders. That's our framework, our CITASA and our Visera. So let me explain this more clearly. Vision without structure is frustration. All right. I had an opportunity to speak to some executives some weeks ago, and they were talking to me, and I said to them, what is your biggest challenge? And they said, their system, because they don't have structure. So when you don't have structure as an entrepreneur, you are frustrated. You must build your structures in place. Structure creates movement. Structure creates movement. All right. So our CDC is our action structure where we begin to action all the things we are learning. And through our CITASA, which is our structure of when you are called, then we're doing the training, just like we're doing now in the masterclass. This is part of the structure. You can't become a leader without having to go through the masterclass. That's a structure we've put in place. Do you see? We put in place a structure of CDC. We put in place the structure of all our sectors. You join the sector. There's a sector head. So there's so much we're trying to build. It's going to outlive us. When you come into the system, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. The structure is there. So structure creates movement. Then finally, our call to action, leaders. Next slide, call to action. Leaders, this is not just a movement. This is our moment, all right? This is our moment. There are many of you who, some of the things we've been saying for the past weeks, you're still thinking, how do I go about it? Leaders, I just want you to take it one step at a time. If you are really called, go over all that we have said these past weeks. What is your niche? Have a strategy. What do I want to do? Go over all that we have said. Go to the IEDF website. We've got a website. All of this information is in the group. Just go over again and see, how can I help other people in my community through the IEDF? One of the things I found out in Africa is we always want to invent our own thing rather than becoming a team member. And I always say, great team leaders are first team members. So don't say, oh no, I think I've got my own structure. I think I know what to do. I don't need the IEDF. There's a formidable structure for you to leverage on. Come work with us. Great team leaders are first team members. All right? Be an amazing team member. No need to reinvent the wheel. IEDF is for me and you. It's not a one-man show. And that's what I've been saying in the masterclass. It's not a one-man show. Together, we are building something that will outlast each and every one of us. Start your CDC. Register your structure. What is your structure? The head of your CDC, your secretary, your events person, your treasurer, all right? Those are the structures. We've got all of them, the 12 members of your CDC. The class will start tomorrow, the same time. Just a 40 minutes class on how to build your CDC. If you are serious, you can join us tomorrow for that class, building our CDC. Now, but this class is going to be very engaging. Leaders are going to be coming to talk to you on what they've done, how they did it, and how can we collaborate with you to build a better CDC in your community. Leaders, we will execute weekly, you will plan weekly. Just one thing you can do to begin to build up your CDC. You know, they say, there is an old saying that an ocean, a little drop of water makes an ocean. Poco a poco, little drops of water make an ocean. So with that weekly activity, all right, makes amazing CDC. So leaders, let's not delay. Vision 2030 will not be achieved by listeners. It will be achieved by leaders who act, and the structure for acting is there. Next slide, please. So, leaders, you're not here by accident. You know that already. You are called to lead. Yes, you are. You are called to build. It's not until you get into power. It's not until you become the prime minister. However, leaders, whatever you are doing in the IEDF is a roadmap for your country to acknowledge you and give you. Look, leaders, we need to have reasons why people in IEDF should become prime ministers of their country. We need to have reasons why people in IEDF, leaders in IEDF, should become educational ministers in their country. We must get leaders from grassroots who have portfolios of evidence of what they've done when nobody was looking at them. That is what leadership is all about. So yes, you are called to build, and it's a journey and not a short walk. You are going somewhere with what you're doing. Yes, you are. You are going somewhere. So you are called to build. You are called to transform your community. And through you, poverty will be eradicated. Vision 2030 will be achieved. Absolutely, it will be achieved. So leaders, that is the masterclass for today. I want to thank you for staying through. It's been an amazing, how many weeks now? It's been amazing weeks of seeing each and every one of you come to the session, you know, learning. I just want to ask one person. Bev, are you a bit clear now? Leader Beverly?
Leader Mary,
Yeah.
I love your energy. It's shining through my computer. It's fantastic. I do want to say that, in my opinion, you truly are a leader of worth. You inspire me, and I'm sure you inspire a lot of the other leaders present. Yes, to answer your question, it certainly does give me a lot of clarity.
Okay.
I feel a whole lot better, and I don't feel so stupid.
No, you're not.
And thank you so much, Leader Mary. It was fantastic. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. I just wanted to get that clarification because she spoke up. Leaders, never be quiet in any room. Always ask for clarity. And I believe many of you will still seek for more clarity. We are open. We are open to talk to you in our WhatsApp group. Please join us in our WhatsApp group. Speak out. Speak out. We're there to answer your questions. And whatever questions you need, we're there to answer your question. Let's work together, leaders. Let's build together. Let's hold each other's hands. I like positive vibes, okay? Yes, we can. Leaders, lastly, as I end this conversation, tomorrow by this time, 12 noon, the flyer said today, I think I take that, I take responsibility. I missed the day. So it's actually 23rd, which is tomorrow. We will be starting up our CDC classes. Remember, leaders, I've already declared all of you facilitators. I'm going to be reaching out to each and every one of you to work with me in the CDC training. So leaders, I'm knocking at your door very soon. Leader Jabili, I'm coming to you. Leader Sarah, I'm coming to you. Don't laugh now, I'm serious. I'm coming to you. You are going to be training with me in the CDC classes that starts tomorrow, 12 No, leaders, I want to thank you so much. Thank you to the president. It's been an amazing journey with you. We're going to be listening to the president next week. So please, leaders, make sure you come so that we listen to him. He is the visionary of IEDF, especially the masterclass. Remember, no need to reinvent the wheel. Let's join what is working and let's build together. See you next week, leaders, and have an amazing afternoon further. Thank you.